Welcome to bcghosttowns.com. In the summer of 2008, my wife and I were just preparing to leave Greenwood, one of our favorite haunts, because within a stone's throw of Greenwood, you've got several ghost towns. One would be E. Holt, one would be Phoenix, Deadwood, Anaconda, and these places are really great places to explore, and so we kind of base out of the municipal campground in Greenwood. But upon leaving, we decided better stop in and get some supplies. One last stop in Greenwood. As we're looking around, a gentleman sees the sign on the side of the truck saying bcghosttowns.com. He says, "Ghost towns, huh?" I said, "Yeah, this is the place for them." He says, "Oh yeah." He says, "You ever been to the city of Paris?" And we look at him kind of blankly, and I'd never read anything about the city of Paris. Or he said, "Some call it the number 7 mine." And I said, "Well, no, we've never been. Is it a good place to see? Where is it?" He says, "Well, here, let me draw you a map." And he draws a map, and it's not that far away. It's definitely worth the trip. So we had everything ready to go, and so after leaving the store, we headed directly to the spot. Unfortunately, over 2 years, I was hoping that I'd be able to find more to tell you about the city of Paris or the number 7 mine. But there's very little about it, even from what I can access. So you get to explore this little mystery city along with us. As you can see, the road is accessible with 2-wheel drive. The sides of the road have grown in, so you shouldn't be too worried about getting paint scratches from bush on each side, but it's relatively easy to get here. You can access this town on the McCarren Creek Forest Service Road. As the crow flies, the city of Paris is located 10.66 kilometers southeast of Greenwood. Your first indication that you're close to the town is on the left-hand side of the road. You'll see this tipple. The next thing you're going to come across is, it looks like a washout on the left-hand side. It's got a little fence around it, but it's not a washout. It's actually a bit of a mine cave-in. So, I don't know. I guess they just assume the road's not going to blow down inside that hole either, but just be careful around here. This is better constructed, so you see? Oh yeah. Yeah. As my wife and I and friends traveled around the site of the city of Paris, it became obvious that this was not just a miner camp. I would think between 40 and 60 people worked here, and the buildings show signs of construction, say around 1900, and I would assume they went right up to the 1940s. The poorest constructed cabins obviously being the latter. But that's not to take anything away from the city of Paris. I think this is one of the best preserved ghost towns that I've ever seen. So many buildings with the roofs still on. Give it just a wonderful place to explore. No one's made an effort to stabilize these buildings. This is as found condition, and you just don't see this anymore. We're about 5 or 6 kilometers southeast of Greenwood, British Columbia, as the crow flies. One has to be very, very careful when exploring these buildings. One false move or touching on one wall can bring the whole thing down on top of you. Never do this by yourself. At least have someone that's capable of going for help, or to, in a sense, help you. All around the outside, these buildings are actually built on top of the old number 7 mines, so one has to be very careful that there's not exposed holes or adits that you can fall into right down into the mine shaft, and they are around, and some of them are fenced and marked with the danger signs, but others are not. Operations for this mine went on year-round. I hope that you're getting a sense of just how neat this place is from the walk around. Like I said, there's not a lot written about this town, and it seems that there was a church and a school in the area, and other pioneers in the area seem to take advantage of that service. As I come across more information, certainly viewers are welcome to inform me of what they do know about it. We'll add it to the page, any details in text form, and hopefully we can get a little more information on this really unique and wonderful place. nice when you can get 3 in one shot.